Today, I want to speak about TikTok placements. You guys need to understand that the placements is very important when you're trying to launch your first campaign or if you're already testing multiple products. The place where it is shown to people is extremely important. And I have a specific way that I use in order to test my products. And I want to share it with you guys because I think it will be beneficial for a lot of you. And I'm going to explain it. I'm going to share with you, explain it, and we're going to, you know, have conversation about it. If you comment, maybe a different way that you do it, I could tell you why I will not use that. Or if you do not agree with this strategy, then be my guest. Try to write a comment and I will tell you, why it is not a good thing, your way of doing it, or if it doesn't affect it. Because at the end of the day, there's nothing wrong with marketing overall. Like everybody has a different strategy. Every dropshipper that I know do things a little bit differently. Obviously, we have our core structure that stays similar, like, okay, find great product, do a lot of product research, set up your ads consistently the same way. And we have systems that for us makes things easier to find a winning product. But for you guys, if you have different ways, there's nothing wrong about it, but make sure that you don't change every way, like every placements that you do for every product that you test. When it comes down to testing, you need to control the variable. So you need to make sure that everything that you do is the same. So you will not, oh, this is the problem. But if you, let's say, change your placements, do CBO, sometimes do ABO, sometimes you launch one creative, sometimes you launch 50 creatives in the same, like doesn't matter what you do if it's not consistent every time you test a product. If those, let's say, uh, if those factors that you use in order to identify a product, test a product, and scale a product are not relatively consistent with the strategy, and it's not like every time a little bit like it's not every time a little bit different, then if it's not consistent and it's not every time a little bit the same, then you are going to fail. You're going to fail miserably because you won't know what is the problem. Is it my strategy? Is it the product that I've tested? Is it the audience that is too saturated? Like what's going on? Is it TikTok that is not performing well today? You won't know. You won't know what's the problem because you're changing your strategy every single time. So let's speak about the placements today and let's have a conversation. Well, I'll have a conversation with myself basically, but I'll try to explain you as much as I can why I do those things. So the first thing, I never do automatic placement because I think it's a waste of time. I think it's a waste of time because most of our purchases, if well, not most, let's be honest, all of our purchases come from TikTok. And I've seen very poor results from Global App Bundle and from Pango. First of all, I don't know what Pango is. I know that a global app bundle is like both CapCut and Fizo, like it's an app that TikTok created, but I don't know what's Pango. Like I have no idea. I haven't seen Pango ever in my life. So that's why I remove it and I don't want to advertise on Pango. The second thing is I don't want to advertise in an editing on a editing app. I just don't want to. I think it's pointless. I haven't seen great results, so I just remove it. That's the first thing. Now, this is where it gets complicated. Well, it's not really complicated, but for people that haven't been advertising for a long time or they haven't advertised at all, it could be or they are used to other platforms. This is called retargeting. Show your ads to users when they search for your business on TikTok. I like to do the retargeting myself. I like to create my own retargeting campaign if it needs to. So I don't like to let them retarget. At the end of the day, I'm a dropshipper. I test a lot of different products. So why retarget people? Like that's not my goal. I don't want to retarget people unless I have a winning product and I create then my own retargeting campaign. So I click this down. Now we have TikTok left. Great. So this is what the majority of dropshipper do, to be honest. All of the dropshipper that I know, they do this. Sometimes, when it comes down to scaling, dropshippers try different things. but it's in the scaling. I don't try different strategies on the testing. I try different strategies on the scaling because I know it's not the product anymore. I know it's not the offer. I know it's not the strategy behind it. Uh, but I know it's the new things that I have implemented that don't work if it doesn't work because it's just a variable. Like I said, you want to control one variable, but when you're testing products, don't try new things. You won't know what has been affected the product sales. Is it your strategy or is it the product itself? Okay, so from now, I just keep it this way. What do I do next? The other thing is I remove user comments, so I turn it off. Why do I remove user comments? A lot of people will say, yeah, but if people like the product and they comment, it will be cheaper. Well, guys, you need to understand something based on my experience. I don't know based on anybody else's experience. I speak about me and my brother. We have seen that a lot of people that comment will be meaningful comment, will be like, oh, this is dropshipping. You can have it on Alibaba or AliExpress cheaper. Oh, I have been scammed by them. Not because we've scammed them, but because since we copy somebody else that has been making money with this product and we try to launch an ethical business, and I receive a lot of backlash from other people that are not doing ethical business. I used to sell a perfume and I've made a video about it. I think we made like 100K in 2 weeks. And on that perfume, we received a lot of backlash because a lot of our competitors were scamming their clients and we were not. So it did hurt our algorithm, did hurt our scaling because they were scamming, we were not, and we were selling the same product. So how can you say to them we are not the same? And they would probably pretty much had the same name that we do and everything. So it's kind of complicated. So what we did is, okay, on the testing phase, we remove user comments. The moment that we are going to allow user comment is now when you have kind of a brand, you have something different that people cannot copy. If you're on your product, it says like more or less Ecom Brothers. Now people cannot copy that. This is custom made with custom packaging. Then you can have user comments because you'll know like, hey, have you received this product? Okay, you didn't buy from us. This is not a scam. You just, well, this business is not a scam. You just been scammed by people that try to copy us. And now you have kind of the authority inside of the business. They will say, oh, I'm sad, I have been scammed. Can you please, we'll buy and can you please, send me the product? I will not order from, A to Z person anymore. Now, video download. I remove video download as well because it's very easy with an application called, let's say, Snaptick. You use Snaptick and you can download every competitor's video HD. So HD, you download your video's competitor, and you can repost the same content. And that's the sad part about dropshipping, is you can be very creative. You can have created the best content, work for days to create that content, and someone can rip it off in a second and make money with your content that you have made the effort into. So that's why I don't allow download. And also, I don't allow sharing. Why? Because again, a lot of people, yeah, but if you don't allow download, well, it's not 100% accurate. Like the download, like you can still download it even if it's off. Only the, let's say, good dropshippers, the one that are doing this for a living, will be able to find great software to download on undownloadable videos. But all those new dropshippers that use the same software and that just Google like, oh, help me find it. So all those dropshippers, they will not be able to come to you. So you will have a little bit of competition, but not too much, and that's what you want. You just don't want all the wannabe dropshippers that created the first store and copy your content. So by removing the sharing, you remove the possibility that big dropshippers see your stuff, and you remove the possibility that they can download it, or it makes it harder for them, even though they can eventually do it, but it's harder. And even though if you do all of this, if you remove all of this, you can still make a lot of money with your product if people want it. And that's what I'm trying to say. If there's demand for your product, Even though it's counterintuitive to remove the comment and remove the sharing, it does work. Guys, we're going to blow you away in the next few weeks because me and my brother, we're, like I said, testing more than usual because we want to get ready for Q4 and we want to destroy Q4. And we are going to show some of our winners. And you want to know something? We don't even put reviews on our products. We don't put reviews. And we are scaling product without any reviews, literally without any reviews. So people have a misconception of, oh yeah, but you need to do everything perfect. No, no, no. You just need to have a product that people want and put it in front of the right audience. If it doesn't work, then you move on. But if it works, then you don't need crazy things in order to make money with it. We're currently scaling products without reviews, literally without reviews. So it tells you, it shows you that it's all about the product and the right strategy that you follow consistently behind it. And with this strategy, with this placement, we have been seeing very big success. You know, a lot of people are doing this because they don't want to get their content copy or harder to get copy to. Because the thing is, if you post a video and you see 3 days, 4 days, 5 days, 1 week later, your video is saturated. It's not that it's saturated. It's that all of those dropshippers, unethical dropshippers, are literally copy pasting everything about you, and they're making money with your things, with your strategy, with your product, whatever. And that's just not right. So I want to make it as hard as possible for them. Even though it's not 100% bulletproof, it's make things easier, things harder for them. And that's only what I want. And it still makes me money. So I make things harder for a dropshipper and I still make sales, and it doesn't impact very much any of those. You know, a lot of people say, oh yeah, but you need to have that virality. Not at all. None of our products, none of our product, let's say, went viral. People want it, they buy it, we put more money, and we went viral just because we put it more money. So not just because, oh, like we're doing organic or nothing like that. No, no, no. Like we're seeing a positive return. We take the profit, we invest it, we grow it, the business even more. We grow, we grow, we grow, and boom, we scale a product to 100K. And we've done this strategy and it works countless amount of time. Our students do the strategy too, and it works a countless amount of times. So don't overthinking. Don't make things too complicated than it is, but make things for other dropshippers to copy. Make things harder for other dropshippers to copy you. And you'll see, if people want your product, they will buy it. They don't need to comment, share, or whatever. So yeah, guys, let us know down below if you do the same thing. If you do not agree, then I completely understand. We can debate on it. But at the end of the day, that's what we do, and it does work for us and for our students. So yeah, guys, wish you all an amazing rest of the day. Don't forget to like, don't forget to comment, and peace out.